Imagine an ancient alchemist in their hidden laboratory. Their goal isn't to simply mix ingredients. It's to transform lead into gold, the ordinary into the extraordinary. They understand that this isn't a gentle process. It requires intense heat, immense pressure, and a willingness to step into the furnace of transformation. Many of us go through life trying to avoid the heat. We seek comfort, ease, and immediate gratification. We surround ourselves with distractions. Our digital devices, constant entertainment, the reassuring hum of familiarity, believing that this keeps us safe. But when the true fires of life begin to rage, the unexpected failures, the crushing disappointments, the profound losses, those external comforts vanish, and you are left starkly with the raw material of your own being. At that moment, your most vital tool is not an external resource, but the inner alchemist within you. Your mind, your spirit. This is the only thing that truly matters when life strips away everything else. It's in those solitary moments, deep within the furnace of transformation, that you discover whether you are merely a spectator to your own elements, or the master alchemist capable of forging something truly magnificent. From the chaos, today we will unveil the secrets of this inner alchemist. We will learn how to step willingly into the furnace, understand that true strength isn't born from comfort, but from the crucible, and discover that the most precious piece is forged only on the other side of profound, intentional suffering. Every alchemist knows their most critical instrument is the crucible, the vessel where base elements are subjected to intense heat for transformation. Your mind is that crucible. It is the most powerful laboratory you possess, the silent space where the greatest internal battles are waged and won. In a world filled with external noise and endless distractions, we often forget this. We run to our phones, our social media, our endless content streams when faced with discomfort or uncertainty. But what happens when the internet is down, when your support system isn't available? When you're truly alone with your thoughts in the quiet hours of the night? That's when your mind, the crucible, starts talking. It whispers doubts, amplifies fears, and tries to pull you into pockets of despair if you don't seize control of this internal laboratory. Your mind will control you. It will dictate your reactions, limit your potential, and prevent any true transformation. The inner alchemist must be in command, directing the process, not merely observing the uncontrolled reactions within. You must tell your mind where to go, how to think, and what to focus on. My journey taught me this with brutal clarity. When facing monumental challenges, all I had was the raw instruction: work harder. Go back again. Could I understand a complex subject? Read it again. Write it out. Write it again. My mind resisted, screamed for an easier path, but I gave it no alternative. I created a mental loop. We are going back. We are figuring this out. There is no stopping. This wasn't about being naturally gifted. It was about unyielding persistence. It was about teaching my mind that quitting was not an option. It was about forcing the crucible to adapt, to find a new way, to overcome. Your mind knows when you're truly committed. It discerns between idle wishes and non-negotiable demands. When you make it clear that failure is not an escape route, your mind, the ultimate adaptive machine, begins to forge new pathways to success. This is the first step of the alchemist, controlling the crucible itself. Once the crucible is under your command, the alchemist must introduce the heat, the discomfort, the suffering, the relentless pressure required for true transformation. This is the most avoided part of the process, yet it is utterly essential. Many of us live lives of curated comfort. We avoid anything that feels hard, anything that strains our capacity. We seek the path of least resistance, convincing ourselves that ease leads to happiness. But the greatest alchemical transformations do not happen in lukewarm water. They happen in the furnace of intense, prolonged effort. My own journey through the most demanding training taught me the power of the new norm. When my body was breaking, when the pain was constant, when every fiber of my being screamed for relief, I made a conscious choice. This is my new normal. Broken feet, bruised shins, perpetual exhaustion. This wasn't a temporary state to endure, it was the baseline operating condition. And what happened? My mind, initially recoiling, began to adapt. It rewired itself. It said, Roger that, this is how we operate. If we're not broken, something's wrong. This wasn't sadism, it was strategic reprogramming. By embracing the suffering, by making discomfort the expected state, my mind toughened, becoming more resilient, more capable of enduring what others deemed impossible. This is the secret. Your mind will always seek comfort unless you force it to redefine comfort. You must immerse yourself in the challenge, become one with the struggle, and give yourself absolutely no way out. When you internalize that this hard, challenging state is now home, your mind stops fighting it and starts finding ways to excel. Within it, you become the owner, the CEO of your own personal furnace. The world wants to believe that true power comes from external factors, from inherent talent, or from avoiding pain. But the inner alchemist knows better. True power, an almost invincible feeling, comes from the realization that you can operate, perform, and even thrive in conditions that would break others. It's knowing that you can run on metaphorical broken legs, that you can persist when every fiber of your being demands surrender. This isn't about avoiding pain, it's about transcending it through acceptance and relentless action. You tap into a primal energy, a sympathetic charge that fuels you when all logical reserves are depleted. It is in this furnace that the lead of your current self begins its profound transformation. As the alchemical process continues, as you endure the intense heat and pressure, something remarkable begins to happen. The impurities burn away, the superficial layers melt. You begin to reach your purified core, what I call the mineral soil of your soul. When discomfort truly sets in, when you're suffering intensely, external distractions and superficial emotions often fade. The anger, the desire for external validation, the need to show them, these often disappear. Your mind, in survival mode, focuses only on the immediate task. We must run. We must go, but beneath that immediate survival drive lies something far deeper. It's the mineral soil, the fundamental, unburnable essence of who you are. This isn't something someone else can give you. It's not something you Google. It's found only through profound, prolonged self-confrontation in the furnace. It's the raw, unadulterated passion for what you truly desire, stripped of ego and external influence. For me, it was the deep, burning shame and disappointment in the person I saw in the mirror. I knew I wasn't living up to my potential. This wasn't about what others thought. It was about self-accountability, a relentless, brutal honesty about my own shortcomings. That profound dissatisfaction, that unshakable recognition of the gap between who I was and who I knew I could be, became the fuel for the furnace. Many seek peace first. They say, I want to be happy before I do the hard work, but the inner alchemist understands that true, enduring peace is rarely found at the beginning of the journey. It's found on the opposite side of profound self-discovery forged through trials, tribulations, and relentless self-accountability. Peace is the gold you create. It's not the lead you start with. Being accountable every single day for every small choice, for every act of self-improvement is suffering. It's demanding, but it's in that relentless discipline, in that willingness to confront the ugly truths about yourself, that you strip away the dross and reach the pure, unyielding mineral soil of your soul. This core, once found, is unburnable, unshakable, and becomes the source of boundless, authentic power. It's the essence of your being, purified and ready for its ultimate purpose. Once you've touched that purified core, once you've embraced the furnace and forged your true self, your role as the inner alchemist takes on its grandest dimension, creating a legacy of transformed gold. This isn't just about personal achievement. It's about radiating the strength, wisdom, and peace you've cultivated to impact the world around you. Remember that initial fear, the terrifying thought that your limited, comfortable self was your 100% potential. The alchemist knows this is a lie. That version of you was merely the base element waiting for the transformative fire. When you truly commit, when you embrace the new norm of effort and accountability, you uncover a vast, untapped reservoir of power within. This is the power of the unseen potential. It's the ability to do things you once thought impossible, to inspire others simply by living your truth, and to operate from a place of deep, unshakable peace, a peace earned through struggle, not through avoidance. Your journey through the furnace provides something intangible yet profound: invincibility. Not a physical invincibility, but a mental and spiritual one. The knowledge that you can endure, adapt, and overcome the most challenging circumstances. This inner knowing allows you to approach life's inevitable hardships not as threats, but as further opportunities for refinement. The purpose of the alchemist isn't just to make gold for themselves. It's to understand the process, to embody the transformation, and through that embodiment, to inspire others to embark on their own alchemical journeys. You become a living testament to the fact that greatness is not given. It is forged. So, look back at the base elements you started with, the limitations, the fears, the disappointments. Then look at the person you are becoming, refined, resilient, radiating with a hard-won peace. This is your legacy, not the accumulation of external rewards, but the profound transformation of your inner being. You have stepped willingly into the fire, embraced the discomfort, found your unshakable core, and now you are a beacon for others. This isn't just about your transformation. It's about showing others what's possible. It's about demonstrating that within every one of us lies an inner alchemist, waiting for the courage to step into the furnace and begin the magnificent work of forging our true golden selves. Your life becomes the proof that peace is not found by running from the flame, but by embracing the heat until the dross burns away, revealing the pure, precious essence within.